Alright, welcome back to my card crusade, I guess you could say, and my bargain hunting process. So in front of me here, these are all the mail pickups I've received over the last month. Been a bit slack on making videos, so this has been piling up on my desk. I'm going to start making my way through these lots and breaking them down like I did in the last one. Probably just going to record for like 15 minutes and then cut it off. And whatever doesn't get done in this one, we get done in the next video. So let's start off. I'm just going to move all these things out of the way so it's easier to break down, and then we'll start off with the first lot. Alright, so this is the first lot of I got off eBay, and this one's been sitting in my on my desk since the 15th of April, so that tells you how far behind I am with doing these sorts of things. So this is a lot of Prism basketball. I think it's $24.25. I paid $31.90 for it delivered. Just a little bit of a breakdown. One of the things I noticed when I did get this box and open up is that none of the cards were in penny sleeves or anything. It was all very... there are a few in penny sleeves, but they're all just like loose in the box with no padding, and that was a bit of a worry. So get these out of the box and start going through them. Box also aside. Okay, so look at this pile. So we got a green Vince Carter on the Raptors. I love that card. Big fan of Vince back in the day, so it's a cool one to get. There's a Sengun green as well. Looks like someone's like ripped a blaster and then just posted all the contents of it up on eBay, but that's fine. So there's a Joel Embiid Dominance, a rookie of Bronny James, a Zach Edey Emergent rookie, a Missy Instant Impact. We have a Zachary Ricochet Hollow Instant Impact, which in other years that would be a big hit, but doesn't look like it's working out really good for old Ricochet. We got a Zach Edey, Dalton Connect rookie. Let's put that in my rookie pile. What's his name? Diate, whatever it is, from Knicks. Iguodaro. Got a Kale Ware. He was one of the better rookies from this year. Got a silver Kawhi, a silver Keegan Murray, Tamani Kamara on the ice, Kyle Lowry on the ice, Karl Malone on the ice, Dwayne Wade. That's actually one of the cards that drew my attention to this lot. I saw a D-Wade in there. It was pretty cool. A Cam Christie on the on the correct ice. Jimmy Butler. I think we're getting some base here. Some Shaq. Got this green rookie Baylor Shireman. This is what I said about I was a bit worried about him being just loose in the box, because all these rookies are probably a bit dented. Bobby Clintman, I don't know if he's on distance anymore. I think he might have got traded. He might have even been waived. So he might have already, he's might not feature again. Trey Mann, I think these are more just the base now. Dyson, Tamari Kamara, Rudy Gobert, David Robinson, Miles Bridges, Nickel Alexander-Walker, Kyle Lowry, Evan Mobley, Isaiah Stewart. They just got knocked. The Cavs just bounced Pistons as of recording this today, so that was pretty crazy. Isaac Okoro, he's on the Bulls now. Benedict Mathurin, he's on the Clippers. Io, no longer on the Bulls. Very sad. Io was one of my guys. I was hoping he'd just be a Bull his entire career. Pistol Pete, Tobias Harris, there's a Giannis, and then a Bam Adebayo. So, alright, just a quick breakdown of the lot. We had 46 cards. You can see the numbers there of each of the kinds of some common base, blah, blah, blah. I've tried to leave it out as much as I can just to help me with my records. And then I can see from my summary that the total cost being $31.99 had a low estimate from my quick numbers of $12.64 with a mid estimate of $37.74. So this was probably a lot I should have passed on. It's probably just slightly overvalued, as I usually do this with this value multiple calculation. Usually this says about 1.5. It's a good buy, but yeah, so just slightly under. Maybe if I got it for a few less dollars, or maybe I might have miscalculated some things, but yeah, this lot I might have should have passed on this one. So hopefully the next one will be better. Okay, so I've got lot 2 here, and continuing my seems to be a theme for this month is badly packaged cards. This will actually come in a box, but inside the box it's all in this what do you call it, like sandwich bag. Very good packaging. So this is a Donruss lot. I bought this arrived on the 2nd of May. Once again, running behind, and it was $24 for this lot. And this one looks like someone had ripped a Asian hobby box and just posted it all as one lot on eBay. So I thought, that's a good deal. I'll pick that up and see how I go. So put this over the side and we'll start working our way through it. None of these cards are in penny sleeves, nothing. So they've just been scratching up and rolling around in the packaging. So there's a Terry Rozier, 27 of 85. A Chris Paul, 77 of 125. Obviously one of the cards that picked up my eye when it's got the star pattern on it, which I just love. I don't know what they're called, but this looks awesome. So I was happy with that. There was a Jaime Jaquez on it's also in the star ones. I just think they're really nice cards, and in this lot I just don't think enough people saw it. So it was a good little steal. Alexander Sarr on the rookie, a TJ Salon on the green laser, Nick Smith Jr. on the green laser, and then I think these are the Asia parallels. So there's Lou Dort, Chris Paul again. I'm not sure that's like a purple laser. I don't know. I didn't really look it up. So Jeremy Sochan. We got a Peyton Pritchard, Al Horford. This really cool looking jar shot. Where he'll end up next year, who knows? Derek Lively, Jaden Hardy. This is why I like this lot, because I was like, wow, there's a lot of parallels in there. So very good looking. Now there's Jalen Duren, who just had a really bad Game 7 against the Cavs, but I think he'll bounce back. I think he's very good. There's a Malik Beasley. Obviously didn't play this year for many reasons. TJ McConnell. The pattern of these cards, it just looks awesome. There's a Scotty Barnes, a Karl Anthony Towns, Mike Conley, Miles Bridges, Jalen Johnson, a Zach LaVine. That one's for my Bulls PC. I'm working on a Bulls parallel PC binder. So there's a Paco Dadier rated rookie in the whatever Asian pattern this is. A Kevin McCall Jr. So both the Knicks rookies. Keyshawn George, that was a sneaky pickup. I think he's going to be a really good player. So that was probably one of the bigger cards out of this lot, I'd say. Cam Spencer, who had a very good rookie year and second year, but being a bit older of a prospect, I don't know what's his ceiling. I don't know if he's already the best version we're going to see of him. There's a Harrison Ingram, and there's a slight, I don't know, there's a bit of damage on the, no, I think it's just the pattern. Rated rookies, so like lots of rated rookies. Bronny James, I'll put him here with Keyshawn George, because I do think Bronny James, just because he's, with the Lakers and he's LeBron's son, there's always people like to pick up his cards. So there's a Kel Ware. That's a beautiful looking rookie card with the sort of the color match with the Heat. Looks really good. Tristan Newton, Duran Holmes II, another Bobby Littman, and Terrence Shannon Jr., who had really good playoffs, I thought, for Minnesota. And then, so we have, this one's an optic of Devin Carter on the, I'm not sure that is like a laser looking parallel. Tristan Da Silva, Jacoby Walter, Melvin Akinja. I haven't actually, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I have to look that up. That's bad for me. There's Reed Shepherd. I think he's one of the better rookies out of this year, to be honest. I think we haven't seen the best of him just yet. It's Cody Williams. He started to play better as the year went on. And Nikola Topic successfully made his comeback again, so from cancer, which is a pretty crazy story. And then we're just onto the base, so it's just your normal. But there's a rookie, Dylan Jones, Lou Dort, bit of a throwback to 2022. Donruss there, Cam Christie, sorry. Zion, Giannis, Suggs, Kobe White. There's a top pick in the draft, Zachary Sachet. Devin Booker, Okoro. There's another jar. Got a Jared McCain rookie. Jackson. Chris Paul. Alright, so the Donruss slot, it was really solid. When I look at it through, it was 71 cards. There was some pretty good pickups here in the rookie parallels and the vet parallels. So there's some good cards in this lot. I think I did really well. So when I look at the summary here, so you can see the numbers there. If you really want to pause and go through it, you can. But when I go into the summary, sorry, I can change my lots over. So when I go into my summary here, I can see that the total cost was $24. An estimated low value $39. So I believe this is worth at least $39, probably. The mid value of 164, whether or not you'd actually get that, it's a question. But as you can see here, it passes my quality score of 2.4, which is a great quality score with a value multiplier of 6.986. So a definite buy. I did good here. It was good to pick this lot up, so I'm happy with that. Okay, so this will be the last lot I open up in this video. So I've still got 4 other boxes of heaps of stuff. So I'll get through these and then I will do the recap. So this is a mixed lot. So I think I bought some mostly basketball, but there is other things in there which are a bit of a surprise. Let's see how it goes. I'll open it up. As you can see, that's an R2-D2. So there's some Star Wars in here. I think there's some Dragon Ball. It was just sort of someone accelerated a bunch of interesting stuff. And I thought, you know what? I'm not just a basketball collector. I like the idea of picking up some other random stuff too, if I can, within these lots. So we'll get all these out. These are all packaged very well, I think. They look like it anyway. Man, this one could have been a video probably all by itself by the looks of it. Okay, let's move that box out of the way. As I said, it's a mixed lot. This one arrived on the 2nd of May as well, and this was $57 a lot. Obviously a lot more cards probably than the other 2 lots before this, so I'll start getting through these. Okay, so first up, what do we have here? Lot 15. So this is, I'll try and sort these out into individual things. So that's just a Topps Chrome Bounty Debate from the Mandalorian. That's pretty cool. Ooh, that's a cool looking card. So it's a Qui-Gon Jinn, a big Star Wars fan. So obviously I've seen this a lot. That's an Upper Deck, is it? I don't know what that is. Disney. Anyway, put it over there in the Star Wars pile. And this layer, it looks like a gold sort of border. I don't really know. This is from Andor. Oh, Lydia. Sorry. My eyes aren't on. My bad. Yeah, I remember that. Don't know what that variation is. But as I said, this one was just a bit more of a random sort of lot. It's a bit of fun. Might take me 10 minutes to get through all these. This might be a much longer video than I was planning on making. Alright, so we have a Juhode, a Michael Robertson, and there'll usually be like maybe one card in these lots. That was actually the reason I bought that lot. So this one was like the Jalen Duren on the hyper. So I'll have to do like base and Ron Holm II rookie, Jalen Duren. Yeah. Lot 161. What's this one? This one looks like some Topps Chrome. So there's RJ Rip Hamilton, De'Aaron Fox, AJ Mitchell rookie, Missy rookie. There we go. So I got the Stephen Curry on the pink refractor. That's the reason I would have bought that one. So I might have paid like $1 for that lot of cards. So $1 for a Steph Curry refractor, always a good deal. Okay, so we've got some select here. This looks like 24-25 select. We've got a Kobe Williams base card. We've got a penny sleeve for some reason. We got the Cade on the blue prism. So obviously again, that's the reason I picked this lot up. OG. So a bit of base, bit of that. Okay, next up, we've got Jacoby Walters, a Jason, that one's just a base, surely. Yeah, base. So we got a JT20 on the, I don't know what they call that, like a laser. Pelly Lawson and Anthony Edwards. 41. This is a mixed slot. It's a good way of putting it. So we've got some flax. This is a Ochai Agbaji rookie from 2022, I think. Got James Harden on the Clippers, even though you can't tell that. We have a Jackson Kula. That's his first bone. I think I looked him up. He looks like he's going to go in the draft this year. And there's a Brook Lopez holo. So I think I picked that one up for the Bowman first refractor. Trying to get a bit better at this college basketball now that Topps has taken over the license. We've got Bohm and stuff all of a sudden. So we got a Larry Bird. These are obviously for my 90s collection sets that I'm putting together. It's a Doc, Joe Dumas, Darren Nix, Dan Jera, Vlad, and Greg Gallo. Put those all in the base pile. Larry is pretty cool. If you get Larry in a PSA 10, might be worth like $60. If you're someone who grades base 90s junk wax, you probably need to get your head checked. Ja Morant, we got a Yuki, Ron Holland, and Tyler Smith. Okay, why did I buy this lot? This doesn't make much sense. Let's just Ron Hall. That doesn't make much sense why I bought that. Even if it was 40 cents, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. I might have just got a bit carried away. In bids. Okay, so we've got some Revolutions. Cam Christie. We got Anthony Edwards. There's a Shet, and then a Luka. So I'd say I bought that one because I saw it had those three guys in it. I don't think that Luka is. No, it's not a parallel. Yeah, that's fine. I some of those guys, they're for my I'd say I've bought those ones for my PC. My Hall of Fame, not Hall of Fame, All-Star PC. Some more 91 Skybox. Ralph Sansom. Once again, I would have just bought that one for my 90s collection. Okay, here we go. Some non-basketball stuff again. So we've got some Topps Chrome Star Wars. So that's a Melner Chrome, and that is from Skeleton Crew. It's one of the shows I haven't actually got around to watching yet, but I will. I'll watch all the Star Wars stuff eventually. Yeah, Kassar from Andor, the Armorer from The Mandalorian. That's a pretty cool series. And then we got Teacher Droid. Wow, on the refractor. That's from Skeleton Crew. Those over at my Star Wars lot. Some more Star Wars. I know why I bought this one. Max Rebo. One of my favorite Star Wars characters, and basically just because of one comedian's short. Made that was very funny. And then there's a Supreme Leader Snoke. I like all the Star Wars stuff. I know there's a lot of people who are critical of Star Wars things, but I think if you suspend your expectations, you'll just have fun. So this is Star Wars Unlimited, I think. Not sure what that is. Nope, that's just some sort of random TCG game. That's a pretty cool bit of artwork. That'll go in my Star Wars binder, I'd say. Just blank, do whatever you want. It's Star Wars Unlimited. This is a TCG I'm looking to get into. Once again, Star Wars, not sure. These are all things we're going to have to look up. Yeah, it's one of those things. I'm just trying to learn a couple of different things. Not always able to pick up basketball lots like I want. So I've been looking into some other things I enjoy, like Star Wars. I like NRL, so it's Australian National Rugby League. It's a thing I'm a big fan of. There's a Raid, there's the base, a Vetch, there's a Palpatine. Yeah, there's some cool ones. I want to put together like a Star Wars sort of binder or a collection of Star Wars cards. just because I like them, and I want to try and get into building decks for Unlimited. There's a Plocon, Marin. These are all just commons, the looks of it. Once again, I'll go through later and I'll break all these up. So there's a Yoda on the Topps Finest, so that's pretty cool. There's a very young Harrison Ford. That's a refractor. That's cool. Alright, we're going to have a basketball one here now. There is some better basketball stuff down the bottom. I can see there's some top loaders and things, so I assume I got some better things in this lot. Derek White, Cody Williams, there we are. Powell Lawson on the basketball refractor. And Lou Dort, Jaden Ivey. Good luck with your future endeavors. Bet you it's not going to pay as much as basketball. There's a lot of lots. So this is going to be a long one. Enjoy. It's going to be a long, long video. So we have a self-destruct, medical frigate. There we go. There's a holo Republican Commando. That's pretty cool. Rise the Poggle the Lesser. He was a separatist leader, was he? Oh, these are cool. These are from the Clone Wars by the looks of it. Yeah. That was a cool animated series for the Star Wars fans. Yeah, I got a lot of Star Wars in this lot. I think I have another one that in the other box and has some other random things in it. So we have a Separatist Droid Trooper. Is there a holo in any of these? Nah. As I said, I just want to get a couple of thousand of those cards. I'll probably try and buy some bigger lots of them. Just see what I like. Ooh, I can see. So we've got a Furphy, a Reed Shepherd. And that is one for the PC. So Derek Rose is going into my Bulls, Hollows, Parallels, where you see. That was a good little lot. All rookies and Derek Rose. Wonder what I paid for that. Wouldn't it be much? There's a cool one of the the Docking Bay Clash from New Hope. Very cool. Farah, and then Maya Nock Shiriz. So I'm not sure. Yeah, Star Wars. I like the top chrome stuff. That's probably just going to be a binder full of. Probably going to. I don't even know what I'm going to do with that stuff yet. I just bought it for the sake of it. So this one is for my Bulls PC as well. It's not your base purple refractor. That's the, I don't know if they call it a ripple or something, but very cool. Christian Bourne, Kevin Herter, Wendell Carter, Zach Collins. File's getting smaller now. Okay, got Desmond Bain, AJ Mitchell, KJ Jr., P. Will, Kelly Oubre, and another Bulls card for my binder. Now that sleeve is not very good. There's a cool Vooch on the, I'm not sure what that refractor or what that parallel's called, but is it camo? I don't know if that's camo. That's a cool looking card. It's going to look awesome in that binder. One thing I always suggest to people, actually collect cards, because if you don't collect cards, what are you doing? Why are you doing all this? What's the effort for? Anthony Black, Dadier, we have a Bogan Bongovic, Julian Campaign. I would have probably bought that for the Evan Mobley rookie. Pretty high on him. Nick Smith Jr. I said all these lots, I can't imagine I would have paid more than like $2 for any of them. Okay, there's an AI on the green Topps refractor for chrome. There's Paul George. We got Tristan De Silva also on the Topps green refractor. I think they're only out of the blasters. Jet Howard, Deontay Murray, Jason Davis, and then a silver instant impact of Zach Edey. So I picked up quite a few of those, which is pretty cool. what do we got in this one? Some more Topps Chrome. Some rookies. Jimmy Butler. And it switches over to this year's Topps Chrome. We've got a Mellow Ball on the Serenity. Put that in the bigger cards because inserts are just about as rare as parallels. There's one for my Ricky Rubio PC. And then we got a Serenity rookie of Walter Clayton Jr. Alrighty. Big pile of plastic bags that I will hold on to and reuse. Chris Goulding, Matthew Dellavedova. This is Topps NBL. I wouldn't have bought it for the NBL cards, so what's sneaking in here? There it is. So I would have bought this lot for the Anthony Black on the Seismic Green. And then a Jabari Smith Jr. just on the Holiday one. Okay, so we got, I'll do the top loaders last. This shimmer looks pretty cool with Paul George. So yeah, got the Paul George shimmer. Got the Ron Holland rated rookie. Franchise feature of Kevin Durant, Derek Jones, Russell Westbrook, and then a what the hell? A premium roast fresh start Cody Williams Utah rookie card from Topps Chrome. So that's unlicensed, but that's a bit quirky. I like that. Hopefully it kicks off. That's fun. I like that. It's really cool. You know, Topps Chrome unlicensed was panned, and it should have been panned because it was too expensive. But I think now that the price is coming down, like, yeah, you gotta give it a bit of a break. So we got some top loaded cards here. So we got this R2D2. This is like, yeah, obviously going to be one of them cool little cards. That's just the Ray Wave. I didn't really understand Ray Waves until Topps started doing basketball cards, but they do look really cool. So we have a Star Wars Galaxy of going in sort of Death Star run. That was pretty cool. That's the high. We have a JT20 rookies, and that is just a level 1. I'm not sure why that was in top loader. That could have just probably been loose. This is cool. I remember buying this and looking up Drake Powell. This is a Topps Chrome All American, and so he's a prospect, and I was like, that's just a sick looking card of the Ray Wave. We got a Keishwan George arriving now. Don't know why that's in a top loader. And then we got my guy Nara Senge. Hopefully he plays next year for the Bulls. But once again, it's in top loader, and I've just mixed up all my lots. Good job. Okay, so they're basketball top loaders. So it's a mixed lot of Star Wars and Star Wars and basketball. And then we've got a num lot. Don't know if I even paid for this lot, but let's have a look. So that's Obi-Wan and Skywalker Starfighter. Oh yeah, okay, I see. I thought it was, he does have R2, weird. Anyway, that's a cool looking card. Star Wars Galaxy, don't mind those. The Star Wars Galaxy I like because it looks like they're animated. I don't know why. I don't know, tell me what you think. Like when you collect cards, do you like animated cards more than, you know, just the cinematic ones? There's Tatooine, it's a cool looking card. The Deep, I think this is. Oh no, Naboo Abyss. Art of Naboo art cards. These art cards are cool. I like them. That's pretty cool. Like I said, these will all just be going in a binder. So, Tuttle from Mandalorian, 108 or 150. Then we have a Topps Finest of Ben Motkin. That's also from The Rise of the Skywalker. Not the best Star Wars film, but as I said, I enjoy all Star Wars, so I will just take it for what it is. A Hoth Ugnaught. It's Empire Strikes Back. And then this cool Ray, I don't know what you can call that. That's numbered out 75, so that's the Naboo Royal Starfighter on our sort of X-Factor sort of thing. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like that. Okay, in the last lot of this video, being the everything mixed around, I only included the cards that were basketball because that's the only ones I'm going to break down these videos. Everything else right now is really new to me, and I don't know enough just to consider that yet. So When I look at this, you can see that there was 113 cards, so it's quite a lot of cards. And then if you really want to break them through and go through them, you can. But the highlights were there was quite a few rated rookie parallels, which are always good. And then when I look at the summary for this one, so the total cost of $38 what I paid. The estimated load value is $25, which I like to see. Like if I've been about, if you've been about like 25%, I think I've done well when I've assessed these things. Look at them. Estimated value, possibly $77. The high value, I always just don't worry about those much. I just like to keep track of it. Got the quality score of 1.74. And so that puts it definitely into a buy. So it's a good buy. Happy with this buy, very solid buy. So yeah, I like to do these little breakdowns analysis just to make sure when I'm spending my money on lots and things like that I'm spending it well. So it's good to see. So if you enjoyed this video, yeah, subscribe to the channel and look out for more in the future.